Hello, and welcome to the Indiana Financial Aid Overview video. This video is courtesy of the Indiana Commission for Higher Education and Learn More Indiana, which is a partnership of state and local organizations working to help Hoosiers of all ages complete education and training beyond high school, and the Indiana Youth Institute, a statewide nonprofit that promotes the healthy development of Indiana children and youth by serving the people, institutions, and communities that impact their well-being. The video is also developed by the National Center for College Costs, an Indiana-based organization that provides innovative programs and products that help students and their parents prepare for higher education. Indiana's need-based grant program rewards on-time college graduation, academic success, and achieving higher levels of education. In this video, we will discuss Indiana's financial aid awards, what they are, how you apply, who is eligible, and how you can continue to receive them for each year of college. As you review this video, we encourage you to click pause on your media player to study the content and move at your own pace. Once you feel you are ready to move forward, click play and continue. For further information on state financial aid, go to Indiana's website at www.in.gov/SFA. For a general overview of state aid and other forms of financial aid, such as federal and private aid, watch our other video titled The Financial Aid Process. In this video, we'll discuss Indiana's need-based Franco-Bannon grant, outlining how to apply, award amounts, and renewal. We'll also provide information on Indiana's other need-based 21st Century Scholarship Grant, including how to apply, award amounts, the Scholar Success Program, and eligibility and renewal. We'll end the presentation with information on some non-need-based state awards, highlighting the Mitch Daniels Early Graduation Scholarship. So let's start with the Franco-Bannon State Grant. In order to receive the Franco-Bannon Award, a student must first satisfy some basic requirements. The student, and his or her parent if a dependent student, must be Indiana residents as of December 31st of the calendar year prior to high school graduation. For traditional high school students, this would be by December 31st during the senior year of high school, and you must remain residents throughout the upcoming academic year. Student also must be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen, earn a high school diploma or complete a GED, attend an eligible Indiana institution, be a full-time student, and file the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA, by March 10th of their senior year. Before moving too much more into the state grant, let's talk a bit about the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA online at www.fafsa.ed.gov is the first step in the need-based financial aid process for Indiana financial aid. The FAFSA must be received by the federal processor between January 1st and March 10th. Estimated taxes may be used in order to meet the March 10th deadline. If you need to make a correction, corrections must be received by May 15th. To make a correction on your FAFSA, you must go back to the website and log in. It's important to note that even if a student isn't sure they'll be attending college in the next academic year, they still must file a FAFSA every year and by the March 10th deadline. This is particularly important for 21st century scholars. If a scholar plans to take a year off after their senior year of high school, they still have to file the FAFSA by March 10th of their senior year, or they will lose their 21st century scholarship. On a related note, be sure you are filling out the correct FAFSA form. On the federal website, there are 2 FAFSA years to pick from. A traditional graduating high school student who plans to start college in the next academic year, beginning as early as July 1, will select the academic year following high school graduation. This typically is the top box, as the arrow indicates. Once the FAFSA is processed, the results will be sent by the federal processor to the state of Indiana and the financial aid offices of the colleges you listed on your FAFSA. The result of the FAFSA calculation is called the Expected Family Contribution, or EFC. This is the amount a family is supposed to be able to contribute towards the student's college costs for a single given year. The state grant system starts with the EFC. For further information on the financial aid process, go to the video we have created that goes into more depth on the financial aid process. Once a student files their FAFSA, they are encouraged to create an eStudent account that will enable them to see if there are any issues with their FAFSA that might be keeping them from receiving state financial aid, to track and verify state financial aid awards, to view their high school diploma type and 21st Century Scholar status, and also to view and update their school of choice. Registering for the eStudent account is done at in.gov/che/eStudent, as shown on the slide. So now let's talk about how the state awards are calculated. In February 2014, the Indiana Commission for Higher Education approved changes to the state need-based financial aid awarding system. This new system allows eligible students to use the Build Your Own Financial Aid Award model, starting with a base award and adding incentive dollars on top. The amount you receive for the base award, if you qualify, is determined by a few factors, including your financial need, as determined by your EFC, the type of institution you are attending, public, private, Ivy Tech, or for-profit, such as ITT or Harrison, and the amount of credit hours you are enrolled in. For example, if a student has a 0 EFC and is planning to attend a private college, the Indiana Base Award is $7,400, but at a public college, it would be $3,700. And if the student is going to Ivy Tech or to a for-profit school, the base award would be $3,100. You will see that the base awards are different depending on the type of college, i.e. private, public, or for-profit, or Ivy Tech, and that is because the tuition varies with the type of college. If a student is eligible for the Franco-Bannon grant, the student also may be eligible for additional incentive awards. The incentives award system is designed to reward students who complete the more difficult level of coursework in high school, have academic success, further their education, and complete their coursework in less time. Let's talk a little bit more about each incentive. A student who is eligible for the Franco-Bannon grant and completes an academic honors or technical honors diploma in high school will receive an additional incentive of $800. To receive the incentive in future years, a student must remain eligible for the Franco-Bannon grant and maintain a cumulative GPA of at least a 3.0. For students eligible for the Franco-Bannon grant, there is also an $800 incentive award for students who first complete an associate's degree and then continue on in a 4-year baccalaureate program at an eligible Indiana institution. For students who are eligible for the Franco-Bannon grant and who are accelerating the number of credit hours completed, a student may receive an additional $1,300 incentive by completing at least 39 credit hours by the end of the first year and an additional $1,300 by completing at least 78 credit hours by the end of the second year. By accelerating course completion, the goal is to graduate in less time and with less debt. AP and dual credit courses earned in high school may count. The college must certify them as college credit towards the student's credit completion requirements. In order to be eligible for the O'Bannon Base Award after the first year, there are renewal requirements that must be met. Just as for the first year, a student must file a clean, on-time FAFSA, meet the institution's satisfactory academic progress requirements, successfully complete 24 credit hours at the end of the first year, 48 by the end of the second year, and 72 by the end of the third year, and demonstrate financial need based on the EFC and type of college attending. If you have any questions about the renewal requirements or your financial aid eligibility, don't hesitate to go to your college financial aid office and review your situation with a counselor. Upper class base awards are given at 2 different levels, depending on how many credit hours a student completes. Students completing credit hours of 24, 48, and 72 receive a base award at the full-time level, and those who complete credit hours of 30, 60, and 90 receive a base award at the on-time level. Let's look at an example of what I'm talking about. The on-time base award uses the same levels as the first-year base award. The full-time base award level starts at a lower level as seen on the menu. In other words, assuming the same EFC for year 2 as year 1, If you haven't completed at least 30 credit hours after year one, your state grant will go down by hundreds of dollars. Long story short, take at least 15 credit hours each semester. This will not only save you money, but it will also save you time. Upper-class students may also be eligible for additional incentive awards. The award system is designed to reward students who have above-average academic success, further their education, and complete their coursework in less time. Another need-based financial aid program for Indiana students is the 21st Century Scholars Program. Students must meet the Frank-O'Bannon grant requirements we discussed earlier, such as the student and his or her parent, if a dependent student, must be Indiana residents as of December 31st of the calendar year prior to high school graduation and remain residents throughout the upcoming academic year. Also, the student must be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen, earn a high school diploma or complete a GED, attend an eligible Indiana institution, be a full-time student, and file a clean, on-time form called the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA. Students may apply during the 7th or 8th grade, but all students, with the exception of students in foster care, must apply by June 30th of the 8th grade. Eligibility is based on household income and household size. If a student or anyone in the household is receiving federal benefits, such as free and reduced lunch, food stamps, or WIC, then they most likely will be eligible for the 21st Century Scholars Program. For more information on specific eligibility levels and general information on the 21st Century Scholar Program, go to www.in.gov/21st Century Scholars. The 21st Century Scholars Program has a few different requirements than the Frank-O'Bannon grant. Once accepted to the program, the student signs a pledge agreeing to the following. Students will graduate with at least a Core 40 diploma and at least a 2.5 GPA. They will participate in the Scholar Success Program. They will stay drug and alcohol free and continue to be a good citizen. And they will apply to an Indiana college or university during the senior year and will file the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, on time, meeting the March 10th deadline. Additionally, scholars must affirm their pledge before the March 10th deadline in their senior year of high school. 21st Century Scholars must participate in the Scholar Success Program. Designed to help students plan, prepare, and pay for college, they must complete the 12 requirements. Please note, this video is a point-in-time video with current program requirements. We encourage you to go to the Indiana Commission for Higher Education website, shown on the screen, for up-to-date information. The Scholar Success Program and requirements are outlined at this site, as well as in the online ScholarTrack tool that students will use to report their progress online. Some additional requirements include starting college within a year of high school graduation, filing a FAFSA each and every year, and maintaining at least a 2.5 GPA. Also, students are required to complete specific requirements of the Scholar Success Program by enrolling and tracking their progress in the online ScholarTrack portal. If a student completes the requirements to activate their scholarship award, remember, fulfill the pledge, complete the Scholar Success Program, etc. For all the requirements, refer back to the Scholars website. The Indiana's 21st Century Scholars Program offers income-eligible Hoosier students an award that varies depending on the type of eligible Indiana college a student chooses to attend. The award covers mandatory fees at an eligible Indiana college plus up to 4 years of paid tuition at a public college, or an amount comparable to public college tuition if the student attends a private or independent college, or an amount equal to that of Ivy Tech Community College if a student attends a for-profit career school. Here's an example of the 21st Century Scholars Award when a student is choosing to attend Ivy Tech Community College. The tuition and mandatory fees for 2013 and 14 were $3,560, so the 21st Century Scholars Award covered this amount with an award of $3,604. The student may also be eligible for more need-based financial aid from the federal government as well as from the college that can be used to help pay for books, commuting, and cost of living expenses. For a student attending a public college, the 21st Century Scholars Award will also cover up to the cost of the tuition and mandatory fees. For a student attending a private college, the 21st Century Scholar Award for 2014-15 will be $7,570. This award amount is determined by the Division of Student Financial Aid for Indiana's Commission for Higher Education. The award is reviewed on a yearly basis. For renewal of the 21st Century Scholars Award, just as required for renewal of the Frank O'Bannon Award, students must file a clean, on-time FAFSA every year and meet the college's Satisfactory Academic Progress, also known as SAP, requirements. SAP usually includes a minimum grade point average, or GPA, per semester, as well as a limit on incomplete and withdrawals from courses. Students with questions about their SAP status should contact their college's financial aid office. However, unlike the credit hour completion requirement for the Frank O'Bannon Award, full-time completion of 24, 48, and 72 credit hours, the 21st Century Scholar requirement is to successfully complete the on-time award renewal requirement of 30, 60, and 90 credit hours. Let me explain a little bit more in detail. The table here shows how the number of credits completed each year relates to the award amount scholars would be eligible to receive at an Indiana four-year public college the following year. 21st Century Scholars must complete at least 30 credit hours each academic year, beginning with students first entering college during the 2013-2014 academic year, in order to receive the full scholarship award. The full award covers up to 100% of tuition and mandatory fees at an Indiana public college. Completing at least 30 college credits each academic year is the best way to stay on track to graduate on time. Scholars who complete fewer credits may be eligible for a reduced scholarship award. The number of credits completed will be evaluated at the end of each academic year, which typically includes fall, spring, and summer terms at traditional semester colleges. The 21st Century Scholar Award has been a tuition and mandatory fee guarantee for up to 4 years at an Indiana public college or a comparable amount at a private institution. This guarantee still stands for scholars in the class of 2015, 2016, and 2017 who enrolled by June 30th of 2011. For those who enrolled after June 30th of 2011, there is no such guarantee. The amount of their scholarship may be adjusted based on available state funds. A scholar's EFC will be evaluated annually using the FAFSA results, and those who do not demonstrate financial need will receive a one-time award up to $2,500. Indiana has funds for some non-need-based awards. A non-need award is a scholarship that is awarded without looking at the student and family's financial situation. Some awards are renewable and others are one-time awards. A newly established award that encourages early graduation from high school is the Mitch Daniels Scholarship. For more details on these awards, go to Indiana's Division of Student Financial Aid website at www.in.gov/SFA. Students must plan ahead to be eligible for the Mitch Daniels Early Graduation Scholarship. They must be an Indiana resident, meet all requirements to graduate by July 1 of the 11th grade, enroll in an Indiana college within 5 months of graduation, during the 11th grade year submit the FAFSA by September 4th, and make corrections to the FAFSA by November 14th. This $4,000 one-time, non-renewable, non-need-based award is to be applied toward tuition and fees, with the balance of the scholarship, if any, to be given to the student. In summary, the Indiana legislature designed the need-based financial aid program to aid eligible students and to reward those who are working to improve their level of education. For further details on all of the Indiana State Grant programs, go to the website at www.in.gov/SFA. It's also shown on the screen for you. And again, don't forget to check out our other videos on financial aid, college selection, and college survival.